Should Anthony Joshua fight Deontay Wilder, or should he avoid him at all costs? Knuckleheads, welcome to the Fighters Rep, where we talk nothing but boxing, and this is an absolutely delicious topic for boxing fans because it sounds like both sides have all but confirmed that this fight's happening in December in Saudi Arabia. Not only that, but my big baller brothers out there in Saudi Arabia are also thinking about putting Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury on in the same night. I mean, could you guys imagine how delicious that boxing tournament would be for the fans and for the heavyweight division? So let's kind of get back to the question here, right? Anthony Joshua. If you're Anthony Joshua, do you fight Deontay Wilder? I mean, listen, as a fan, I think this is a no-brainer. I want to see Anthony Joshua fight Deontay Wilder. I also want to see Deontay Wilder fight Anthony Joshua. Let's make it happen, right? But I'm talking more from the managerial standpoint, right? If you're Anthony Joshua's management, would you take this fight, or would you advise your fighter to take this fight against Deontay Wilder? And if you're asking me my opinion on that, and I'm asking you your opinion on that, but if you're asking me my opinion on that, the answer is a resounding no. For me, Anthony Joshua had an identity as a fighter prior to that first fight against Andy Ruiz. He was the kind of guy who was big, strong, would walk you down, and would just bang you out of there. He did have a bit of boxing pedigree. Let's not forget he won a gold medal in the Olympics, but I didn't really see him as a hyper-technical boxer. Again, I saw him as a guy who was big, strong, could walk you down and get you out of there, until he ran in to Andy Ruiz in their first fight. And in that first fight, Anthony Joshua learned the hard way at Madison Square Garden in front of the whole world that there are some guys that you just cannot do that to. And I think as a result of that loss, Anthony Joshua lost his identity as this big, strong guy that can walk you down and bang you out of there, and has been, since that time, looking for a new identity. You see, in the subsequent fight against Andy Ruiz, he was moving around, he was boxing once again like an amateur, and he was able to get the win, but he looked nothing like the Anthony Joshua of old. Even when he fought Kubrat Pulev, it took him a very long time to get going and get Pulev out of there, and he should have probably gotten him out of there way earlier than that. And as we saw in his last fight against Jermaine Franklin, I mean, he just looked flat, he looked confused, and not only that, but he switched trainers, which is only going to add more confusion, more fuel to the fire of confusion, if you will. And I just really don't see Anthony Joshua having found his identity yet post Andy Ruiz. I mean, does he come out aggressive? Does he come out hesitant? Is he a boxer? Is he a puncher? What is he at this point? And so I think when you're still in the process of finding yourself after that defeat to Andy Ruiz, when you're still warming up to your new coach, right? Deontay Wilder is absolutely the wrong guy to step in the ring with, because Deontay Wilder knows exactly who he is. He's willing to sit there and fight you, and whether he's winning or losing, he's willing to wait patiently until he finds his opening and crack you with potentially the biggest punch in boxing history. And when you're a guy like Anthony Joshua, who's looked very uncomfortable in his past few fights, getting hit or while his opponent is attacking him, Deontay Wilder is the absolute kryptonite to your Superman. So if I'm Anthony Joshua's manager right now, I'm probably thinking of every single other opponent you could think of other than Deontay Wilder. So my question for you guys today is, what do you think? If you're the manager for Anthony Joshua, do you take this fight against Deontay Wilder? Do you take a fight in the interim to warm him up for Deontay Wilder? And what do you think is the outcome between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder? At this point, if you ask me, I think it is absolutely disastrous. And I think if I was to predict this fight right now, with the state that both guys are in right now, Deontay Wilder finishes Anthony Joshua in emphatic fashion. Knuckleheads, if you like what you heard today, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel. Join the channel. Get your Fighters Rep merch in the link below to help me, continue to build the channel. And I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say.